Then above the starry heaven is the third heaven. That's where God dwells. Okay? The heavens of heavens. Okay? It's called the heavens of heavens. That's where the throne of God is. God dwells there. Okay? Then he created the earth for man. He made us to dwell on earth so that he gave us, the earth is a gift for us. We are supposed to enjoy this life. We are supposed to make the best of it. God wanted us to produce a type of heaven on earth. So he created earth and made man dominion. Just like God has dominion in heaven, he wants man to have dominion on earth. And so when God created man, he created male and female. He created Adam and he created Eve. And he wanted the two of them. Marriage was God's idea. It was God's idea. Marriage was God's invention. It was God's idea. It wasn't the idea of Adam. It was not the idea of any man. It was God's idea. Marriage was God's idea. Because of the limitation of man. Because of the limitation of man, hear me. He said it's not good for him to be alone. Why? Because there's an assignment. There's an assignment that man needs to fulfill. I needed the woman to help him as helpmate. Eve did not come to complete Adam. He came to complement Adam. Last Tuesday we look at being single but not alone. Single but not alone. Single but not alone. We look at the difference between being alone and being single. And the fact that somebody is single, that doesn't mean the person is alone. Okay? And one of the things we looked at is that if you are not ready for marriage until you are ready to be single. And we look at singleness as being whole. Singleness means wholeness. It's not a bad word to be single. It says wholeness. Okay? And then we examine some interesting passages in the Bible. And today we're just going to continue in that same vein to look at it as we transit to the meat of this teaching. We are looking at Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. And look at what God said here. Then God said, let us make man in our image. According to our likeness, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the air, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. If you have your Bible is King James or any other word, dominion, dominion. Let them have dominion. It's God's will that human being dominate here on earth. Let us make man in our image. Let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over money, over accommodation problem, over anything that is on here on earth, whatever is there, living or not living. Let man have dominion. That's what is in the mind of God when he created man. That was what was in his mind. To have dominion. Psalm 115, verse 15. Psalm 115, verse 15. Father, I thank you for utterance. In the name of Jesus. 115, verse 15 and 16. 115, 16 to 15, 16. Psalm 115, verse 15 to 16. Okay? Say, may you be blessed, may you be blessed by the Lord who made heaven and earth. So we know that God made heaven and earth. Huh? Okay? Look at verse 16 now. The heaven, even the heavens are the Lord's. Praise God. But the earth he has given to the children of men. The heavens of heavens. That's where the throne of God is. What they call the third heaven. You know, we are three heavens. That's what they call the atmospheric heavens. Atmospheric heavens. That's just the heaven above us. It's called the atmospheric heaven. That's where you have demons. Where you have Satan and his courts, where you have demons, moving up and down, the atmospheric heavens, okay? Spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenlies, okay? The battle is between those of us who are here and the forces of darkness that are in the heavenlies. So above, where we are right now, just above us, where we are right now, is what they call the heavenlies. It's called the atmospheric heaven, where demons are operating. Okay? And then above that heaven, we have what is called the starry heaven. The starry heaven, where you have the stars, the planets, the starry heavens. Okay? Then above the starry heavens is the third heaven. That's where God dwells. Okay? The heavens of heavens. Okay? It's called the heavens of heavens. That's where the throne of God is. God dwells there. Okay? Then he created the earth for man. He made us to dwell on earth so that he gave us, the earth is a gift for us. We are supposed to enjoy this life. We are supposed to make the best of it. God wanted us to produce a type of heaven on earth. So he created earth and made man dominion. Just like God has dominion in heaven, he wants man to have dominion on earth. That's how we pray the prayer, let thy kingdom come, or let thy will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Let your will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Praise God. And so when God created man, he created male and female. He created Adam and he created Eve. And he wanted the two of them. Marriage was God's idea. It was God's idea. Marriage was God's invention. It was God's idea. It wasn't the idea of Adam. It was not the idea of any man. It was God's idea. Marriage was God's idea. Okay? In his own wisdom, God in his own wisdom realized, we look at it last Tuesday, we said, God in his own wisdom realized that human beings were limited. We are very limited. Okay? We are limited. You get what I'm saying now? Because of the limitation of man, hear me, he said it's not good for him to be alone. Why? Because there's an assignment. There's an assignment that man need to fulfill. I needed the woman to help him as helpmate. There was a name for a helpmate. Okay? Adam was not incomplete. Okay? Eve did not come to complete Adam. He came to complement Adam. Okay? There are two different words. Complete and complement. Okay? Adam was not half looking for the second half. Okay? Slow it down. Good. Adam was not like half human being looking for another half to complete it. Incomplete. Okay? Adam was complete. He was single, but complete. Are you following me this evening? Okay? Adam was complete. And God gave him an assignment. Genesis chapter 2. He said the first assignment is to dominate. It's to dominate. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 said dominion. Take dominion. Have dominion. Genesis was to have dominion over everything that we see. You read just now about having dominion. Having dominion over everything, over the fish, over the ocean, the waters, over the animals, over the chicken. Huh? To have dominion over chicken. That means you can eat chicken anytime you want to eat chicken in your house. Okay? Dominion is not that you'll be pushing chicken all over the place. Dominion means that you say you have dominion. Dominion is that you have the right to carry chicken and kill it. You got that now? Are you understand now? So the God's idea is that we never be in lack. It never crossed God's mind that we'll be in lack. You see, if you listen to what I'm teaching you this tonight, it will set you free from so many things. So when you know that you have a right to be financially prosperous, you're supposed to have dominion. Dominion over everything. Dominion over everything. That means you can have dominion over lands, over everything. We're not supposed to be accommodationless. We're not supposed to be homeless. It's not the will of God for us to be homeless. So when you know this truth, you start resisting the devil in your life. You start resisting the devil in your finances. You start resisting the devil in if you are married, you start resisting your life. Your marital life. If you are single, you start learning how to resist the devil. Look at the assignment now. Assignment number 2. It does break down now. Look at Genesis chapter 2 verse 15. He said, and the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. Okay? He put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. Genesis 2:15. Okay? Are you following this evening? Now, he put man in the garden to tend the garden and to keep the garden. This was before Eve came on. You're going to see the sequence now. It wasn't as if the man didn't have any, that was jobless. He gave the man an assignment. Okay? The man had an assignment to dominate. Dominion. And he gave the man assignment, keep the garden, tend it and keep it. Then God realized that the man needed another person to help him fulfill the assignment. This is very important. I don't know. I just said something very powerful. I'm not sure if you got it. It's very important. I just said very powerful right now. This is the summary what I'm going to share today. Okay? Very important summary what I'm going to share today. Okay? The first thing was give the man assignment. Dominion. Take care of the garden, tend the garden, keep the garden. Then, after giving the man all the assignment, he said you need a partner to get the job done. The wife is called helpmate. Helpmate. That was what was in God's mind. Helpmate. Helpmate. The wife is not a leader, is the helpmate. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the devil has changed these things now. You know, man has become helpmate. You know, why the woman is the one, the leader. You know, so they have switched the tag. The ideal thing is for the woman to be helpmate. Praise God. Now look at it. So the first question we need to answer tonight is that why do you need to get married? What is the reason? What's the reason? See, people are looking for mate, husband, spouse, wife. Why? The first question you must answer before you start looking for husband and wife. If you're already married, of course, you still have you to listen to it and to help you to build you up. Okay? This is like I said before, many of us went into marriage without training. I didn't get training before I got married. You got see what I'm saying now? We went into marriage without training. Most of us went to marriage without training. And the unfortunate thing is that it has tremendous and horrible consequences. That's why there are so many marriages breaking down. But I shared last week I said, it's only marriage that you collect certificate before you do the course. Okay? Every school you go to, you start from school, when you finish, they test you, then they will mark you, then they give you certificate. But marriages, they will give you certificate, number one, and then say you can do the course. And that's why there are so many failures. Because when you give somebody a certificate now, you give somebody BSc, Bachelor of Science degrees in chemistry. And then you now say, yeah, go and start running the program. You already got the degree, they give you first class. BSc, first class. Can you imagine that? They give you BSc first class in chemistry. Okay? And then you go and now start part one in the university. You know, when we hear that kind of thing, it don't make sense to us. But that's exactly what is happening in marriage, in a relationship. Many of us, including myself, we went to marry without training. And so some of us had to tough it out. We have to tough it out. You got to say that. You tough it out. And in the course of toughing it out, there are many casualties on the way. And the thing is that, just like I said last Tuesday, I said in abroad, the divorce rate is very high. People divorce fast. But Nigeria here, divorce is usually like a kind of a curse word. Most people, even the villagers, want to hear the word divorce. It's not something that is, even unbelievers don't want to hear divorce. They don't, nobody wants, even judges don't like to there's some lawyers who don't even do the cases of divorce. If you have a problem, if you have a divorce case, they don't like to say they don't take it. They don't want to put family asunder. But there are even some families that are already, they are not supposed to even be in the first place. They are a pain in each other's neck. And the point is that they never had the opportunity of going through the training so that they could assess whether this relationship can work or not, or cannot work before they went into it. Okay? So they go through the tough problems of how to overcome the problems that arise. The things that you will have anticipated before you got married. Okay? For instance, your family history. How you grew up. The tendencies you have. How to manage anger. Okay? How to manage anger in your relationship. You have always, this is when you, before you got married, you're supposed to deal with those issues. Okay? There are people, everybody goes to marry with the preconceived ideas. Huh? The husband goes to the wife goes to marriage with a chisel. When I get married, I will chisel the man to my shape. Okay? He goes to the chisel. Then the man goes to the hammer. You get what I'm saying now? See, two of you are having tools, equipments. They are wrong equipments. So the wife comes with the chisel. I will chisel the man to my shape. That's where I want my husband to be. That's where they have all these utopian ideas. So they come with the chisel. Then the man comes with the hammer and says, there's a way a wife is supposed to behave. The wife has this way supposed to behave. So he comes with the hammer and says, I'm going to use the hammer to beat her to shape. Panel beating. So you come with the chisel, I come with my hammer. Face each other. You chisel me and hammer you. See, that's crisis now. So that you find out that usually in most marriages, there is no laughter in their marriages. Is there any marriage that you don't see laughter often? It's a time that it's a troubleshooting marriage. There are some marriages that it's only when friends visit them or they interact with people outside that they laugh. There's nothing to laugh about because there are so many problems that are already canned. They can them one after the other. Layers. Layers 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. And it's because there was no proper teaching before they enter it. They got certificate before they enter. So what we are doing here is trying to avoid that. And many of us are already like me, and that already entered the marriage without getting this counsel. We can still benefit tremendously from this one now, so that we can also help those who are not even getting married at all. They can use this one to help other people who are getting married, so that your life can be meaningful. Your life can be meaningful. So the question we are trying to answer, we began last week. We didn't finish it. The question we began to answer last week is that why marriage? Because if you don't know the use of a thing, abuse is inevitable. Okay? What I mean by that, if you don't know the use, of a, where is this remote control now? There's a remote control. You don't know the use of a remote control. You don't. Okay, maybe for instance, this is electronic equipment. Okay? Electronic equipment it has what's it called? Buttons. Okay? Now if you have this one and you don't know the use of this one, you don't know what it's used for. Look at it now. You don't know the use of this one, you'll be using it to do the AC. You go understand now? Huh? See, once you don't know the use, abuse is inevitable. You're going to abuse it because you don't know the use. The same thing applies to marriage. Many people, they enter a marital relationship and they don't have the foggiest idea what it's all about. You got to say this one tonight. Many people enter marriage but for some crazy, ridiculous reasons that have nothing to do with the Bible. You got to say it. They want to get married for wrong reasons. And there are many people who wants to get married. There are many singles who are in searching for wife or searching for husband, and their reason for searching for husband and searching for wife is wrong. And because it's wrong, because it's wrong, they are looking up to God to provide a spot for them. It's very important. Listen very well now. They are looking for husband, looking for wife. They want God to provide a spouse for them, and yet they don't have the focused idea of what they're going to marry for. Are you getting what I'm saying this tonight? See, this teaching, like I told you last week, is not a common teaching. It's not a common one. What is common is come around, you be believing God for husband, well, your time is come. Late marriage, if you have late marriage problem, come one, come all. This is time for you to have your breakthrough and everything. This or this. So the people, and so they feed the error in the people. Those messages feed the error. You're already in error, and the error is being fed. First of all, see, we preachers, we are supposed to wake you up from your slumber. Say, come. There is a reason, a biblical reason for marriage. Get a clue. Because if you go to marriage, somebody, like you said, somebody so that can make you feel happy. Okay, you are going to the marriage with I want to make me feel happy. Then she wants me to make her feel happy. Two of us want to make her feel happy. Who's going to do it? See, just imagine that now. I want to make me feel happy. You want me to make me feel happy. Is it what I'm saying? We are in error. So there's a bigger reason for marriage. And we are looking at some of the wrong reasons that people are using to get a relationship. And see, your marriage should not be one of the statistics of marriage that are not working. Your marriage must work. Okay? And then, so they even evaluated. We said this counseling training helps people. Number one, if you are not yet married, to redefine the fact that do you really need to get married? And even to get married, who should you marry? Because you see, for me and my wife in those days, we used to do this counseling. We discovered that see, as you are doing the counseling, when you are doing the counseling, you don't go and pay dowry during counsel. You don't do engagement during counsel. You come and finish the counseling first. Then when you finish the counseling, two of you have noticed you have opened your eyes to different areas of problem in each other's life. Then you can say, do I want to go ahead with this relationship or not? Can I? You're like, I mean, Larry is a typical example here. When I was counseling him and his runaway wife. Okay. Now here we are. The thing is this. This is what we have noticed about this relationship. Larry, we noticed this about this relationship. We told the other lady. The lady said, "Look, we noticed about this relationship. This relationship can't work. And if it's good, if you want to still make it this thing work, we will support you. But the thing is we are heading for trouble. Why? We would have known that one unless the counseling takes place. Now, when the counseling takes place, the counseling is like a mirror. It shows you your problem that you didn't even know about. Then it shows you your spouse or your husband's your fiance's problem, your fiance's problem, so that you can know that these are the issues on ground. Do you still want to go ahead with those issues? You see, there's nothing like compatibility. When you say compatibility, no two people are totally compatible from the human perspective. You have to make adjustment. Are you aware of that? You have to make adjustment. But there are some cases that you know that this is sparking. The sparking is this. I don't know. You have this light here, this wire here, this cable here, another cable here. They are all carrying light. Eat at the meat. You know that. Let's do something about it. Either we'll do something to insulate this one so that it doesn't spark. Okay? If you leave them the way they are, they'll kill each other. Do you go and see what I'm saying this tonight? So there are things that you will not know until you enter marriage. See, there are different things. There are stages of marriage. Number one, they what is called in love experience. In love experience, that's the first stage. When people attempt to get married, it was called in love experience. In love experience is adrenaline. Adrenaline. You know what adrenaline? Emotion. Oh, I can't live with it. I can't sit. I can't sit. I can't wait. I can't sit. I can't wait. can hardly say, "Ah, I love him, I love her, I love him, I love her, I love him, I love her, I love him, I love." You are not seeing any fault. No fault. If they ask you 10 things are wrong, you say nothing, I can't remember anything wrong. The best. Even though it slaps you down like this, it doesn't mean it. It's just like that. You change. You know, it's what is called in law experience. Most people at that time, you don't need any counselor for that one. You don't need anybody to encourage you. You already encouraged by yourself. See what I say right now? Before you get involved. See, so and it's only through premarital counseling, normal counseling, that they can calm you down, calm down, and show you the mirror of what you're going through. So that you don't discover it after. And sometimes some of them last for 6 months. Some experiences last for 6 months. Some last for 2 years. Some last for 2 years. After marriage, it will last for 2 years. To still be honored. After 2 years, you now begin to see major faults with the spouse. Then you begin to get surprises. What? Then it will say what? It will say what? You got to say now. I say what? That means you trick me too. Because you never saw those things. Because your adrenaline was running, was bubbling. You can hardly wait. You phone the person, you text, you phone, you text, you phone, you text, you phone, you text, you phone, you text, and then he send you a message, a WhatsApp with smile, 10 smiles inside. You don't understand? You can't see anything. You are completely blind. They say, oh, love is blind, blind. Marriage is an eye opener. It opens very quick. But you can open that eye before you enter the marriage. Through counseling. Through this kind of teaching. Okay? So look at where I asked you to go to before. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 27. So the 4 questions to answer is why marry? What is what wrong reasons, right reasons, right and wrong reasons. Why marry? Because if you don't answer that question, listen, if you don't answer that question and you want God to bless you with a spouse, listen very well, you are already in error. Because you can't even answer the question, why give me a spouse? Father, give me a spouse so I can have sex. So? What does that got to do with the kingdom? Huh? What has your sexual intercourse to do with the kingdom? Yeah, somebody was was claimed to believe for healing. And he said, Father, heal me so I can play table tennis. You see what I'm saying now? He wants to be healed so I can play table tennis. You see what I'm saying now? So the thing is that, and guess what? The person wasn't healed because God is not going to answer that kind of prayer. Because it's not doesn't line up with the Bible here that you're going to get healed so you can play table tennis. There are many people who wants to get married. They desire to get married, but they are in error. They're in error. When they want to get married, I'm talking about people who want to get married, who want to get husband or wife from heaven. If you want to get it from anywhere, you can hit it one way or the other. Okay? And then you tough it out. After a while, the marriage thing collapse, or one of you dies, or something happens, or crazy calamity. But I'm talking about really getting somebody from heaven. And it's not a tea party to just go and collect husband or wife from heaven. Okay? Now God shows mercy to all of us. Okay? But the thing is that there's a level to which God can show mercy to. When it comes to looking for stuff, because unless you make him Lord over your life, God can only do what you believe him for. If you don't believe him for it, he cannot just be pushing you all over the place, using husband or wife to pursue you everywhere. You have to believe him, and you have to make sure that you get your this thing right, the word of God right. What is my reason? Biblical reason. See, look at Proverbs chapter 27 now. Proverbs 27, 7. Proverbs 27. Proverbs chapter 27. Verse 7. How does 7? Look at it. He said, a satisfied soul loves the honeycomb, but to a hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. Listen, if you are hungry for marriage, the hunger, it don't hook you away. whoever comes your way is suitable. Huh? Did you understand now? You repeat it. Once you are hungry to get married, anybody that shows up is okay. But we're not hungry. What do you choose it? You can't choose. You cannot seek God. You cannot wait on God and ask God for clear leading concerning this person. Because you're hungry. But see that same scripture now. It said, so loads the honeycomb. What does that mean? That's the first part. You see, it's your singleness. You are satisfied with your singleness. You are satisfied with God's presence in your life. You are satisfied with your relationship with God. You are already full of the Holy Ghost. You are full of zeal for the kingdom of God. And so marriage now becomes God's idea for you. Huh? Marriage becomes God's idea for you. Anybody, because you are so full of God, somebody come raggedy comes and come and say, you know what? You're not, just see me, come and see me. I'm thinking of relationship, I'm thinking about it. Come and see me. You say me, you think I'm a hungry person? Who do you think you are? I should come and see you. You think I'm desperate for husband? I'm not the hungry. No, when you are hungry, when they serve you food, and you are really very hungry, there is a way you devour the food that even the person who is serving you food is feeling pity for you. You get what I say? It's feeling pity for you. They say that this man is really hungry. He came here hungry. Do you know what God wants to fill you? He wants to fill you with His presence. That the devil cannot tempt you with the wrong meal, with junk food. There are junk husbands, there are junk wives. But if you are not full of God, then anyone will serve. You see, you can manage a job. You can manage a job. You can manage a business. There are two things you can manage. You can manage a spouse and a church. Two things, two organizations. You cannot manage a spouse, you can't manage a church. They are the two institutions here on earth that God put His hand upon them. The institution of marriage and the church. And listen now, the closest thing to hellfire here on earth is bad marriage. It's the closest to hell. If you want to have an idea of what hell looks like, just have a bad marriage. You want to die anytime. So, and hear me, on the reverse side, the closest to heaven is a good marriage. Okay? So that is it. Once you are in a relationship and you know that, and in a relationship, see, there is nothing that torments a person as bad marriage. People are driving, sometimes we will just drive, they just enter the bush. It's the thought of going home to see the woman or to see the man is something that is so unnerving. It destroys. You see, if you go to the village and see the number of people that die in the villages, I say there are more women in the village than men. Most men are gone in the village. The reason most of them die is their marriage. That's the reason. Most of the number of people that died. You find out that so you go to an average village, for instance, you find out that there are some women who are 90-year-old, 90-something years old, 98, 99-year-old women. Most of the men at the age of 60, 70, they're gone. And the thing essentially is ability to handle stress. Okay? They don't have any teaching. They don't have biblical teaching about to handle stress. So the woman will talk and release tension. The man keeps it inside and end up in the coffin. He can't handle it and he just dies. Look at it now. See, we're looking at wrong reasons. So hunger for relationship. Your hunger is supposed to replace the hunger for God. Okay? Okay? And then last week we shared on rebound. Those who marry because they are jilted. Somebody jilted them and they want to get even. Pressure to get even. That was the message I did on pressure to get even. Pressure to get even. You don't use marriage to compete with people. That to get even with people. It's wrong. Okay? And then the next one we're looking at is sex. 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 Sex is important, but not very important. And I shared with you last week, I said, you can be married and your sex life dry up. It can dry up completely. Your sex life can dry up completely. Okay? It can dry up. You see, you need to make up your mind right now that your relationship with that person you are coming into a relationship with now must be based on kingdom. I'm just looking at one secret now. It must be kingdom based. If it's not kingdom based, you have no business in that marriage. Any marriage that is not kingdom oriented, you have no business in that kind of marriage. Your kingdom come. Let me show you. Before we go to this, let's go to Matthew. Let me show you Matthew quickly. Matthew chapter 19. Look at it, 19:12. He says, for there are eunuchs who are born thus from their mother's womb. Huh? And there are eunuchs who are made eunuchs by men. Did you see that? They render them impotent. And there are eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. Who is able to accept it? Who is able to accept it? Let him accept it. There are three categories of eunuchs. You're going to call like people who are impotent, rather impotent. You castrate somebody, you made them eunuch. Okay? Eunuch, that means they can't have sex. There are people who cannot have sex because that's the way they were born. They were born with the deformity not able to have sex. There are people that were born, they are able to have sex, but because of issues, either sickness or disease, or maybe what men did to them, or maybe accident or something, they are unable to have sex again. Their sex life is gone forever, unless there's a miracle. Number three, there are people who are able to have sex. They are able-bodied people to have sex, but they render sex useless. They decide not to have sex for the rest of their life, for the kingdom's sake. Let me show you an example now. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9. 1 Corinthians chapter 9. So you understand that it's not just about sex. There's a bigger reason for marriage than that. 1 Corinthians 9 verse 5. Look at it. It said, do we have no right to take along a believing wife as do also the other apostles, the brothers of the Lord and Cephas? Did you see that? Is the question, give me an NLT of this. Give me an NLT of this, verse 5. NLT. Don't we have the right to bring a Christian wife with us, as the other disciples and the lost brothers do, and Peter does? See, this is Paul talking now. I believe Paul and Barnabas here. Or Silas, I know which of them. But the point is that this is Paul's central purpose here. Paul decided to make himself a eunuch for the kingdom. Paul decided to make himself a eunuch for the kingdom. Decided not to have sex for the rest of his life for the kingdom. Okay? The purpose is, have we not right to take about with us a Christian wife like the rest of the apostles? The apostles who are married, the married wife, they have sex. And the brothers of the Lord and Cephas. He said, don't we have the right? We have the right to do it, but we don't do it. I have the right to get married. So I'm painting a picture here of the significance of looking at the kingdom. If you are kingdom-minded and kingdom-oriented, your decisions will be kingdom-based. You see, last week I shared about the need for the guidance of the Holy Spirit in choosing mate. I spoke about angelic activity, the relevance and the involvement of angelic activities in finding a mate. I was discussing somebody today, in a house. I said, just as angels are busy matchmaking, demons are matchmaking. You see, the devil knows that if he can yoke you with a wrong spouse, you are destroyed. Do you get what I'm saying now? So in the realm of the spirit, you as a human being, you downplay looking for a spouse. You don't see just say, let me just get married to somebody, let me just get married, I don't want anybody married. You see, there are demanding forces that are calculating and strategizing how they can yoke you with the wrong person. The same way the devil is busy, that's the same way angels are busy, that's the same way demons are busy, trying to rearrange people to come together. If you know what's happening right now, you know that most marriages are not working. You are aware that most marriages are not working right now. Most marriages, I'm talking about Christian marriages. People who are married in church. I'm not talking about believers now. They don't know any better. I'm talking about those who are born again believers. Many of the marriages are not working in church. Because do you know you can be unequally yoked in church? You know when we say unequal yoke, we say it's by marrying unbelievers. You can be unequally yoked in church. Look at it now. We look at Genesis last week. Let's go back to that Genesis. Not the same place. Well, let's go Genesis chapter 27. Next to hell is bad marriage. Next to hell. It's not until you enter it. Most people don't understand what I'm saying. It's like a story. Once upon a time. I want just marry. I go enter ram. Okay. Don't worry about it. You enter. The only thing is that sometimes, by the time you start, what you start seeing inside, you won't be to talk to anybody. They are struggling inside. They can't tell anybody about it. Genesis chapter 27, verse 46. Look at it. Genesis 27, 46. Okay, look at it. See? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of earth. If Jacob takes a wife or daughter of earth like this who are the daughters of the land, what good will my life be to me? Now this is Rebekah now. You know, last week Tuesday, we look at Rebekah's story. Are you familiar with that Rebekah's story last week? We look at Rebekah's story last week Tuesday. We said Rebekah was there in this what is it called now? What is it called? In Padaharam, where Laban said this thing is there. Isaac, Genesis, sorry, what is it called? Adam, Abraham, sorry. Abraham said, put your hand there and swear to me. Swear that you will not carry this wife on this for my son. He said, swear. And the man had to swear. And you know it's really very well. We read it last Tuesday. And he saw an angel on assignment. He prayed and God ordered his steps to get this Rebekah for Isaac. If he didn't get Rebekah for Isaac, the plan of God thwarted. You see, your life is on the line. The kingdom purpose of your life is on the line. As long as you go and get yourself hooked with the wrong person. Look at somebody here. There are two brothers here, twins. Esau and Jacob. Esau married daughters of Heth. And the mother is seeing way. Rebekah is seeing way. God did not. And now the younger brother is due for marriage. He said, my life will use that. So if this one come marry another one like this one. Did you see that now? Look at it now. Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of earth. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of earth, like these who are the daughters of the land, what good will my life be to me? Look at chapter 28 now, verse 1. Then Isaac called Jacob, see now, and blessed him and charged him and said to him, you shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to there are fine girls there. Canaan, they are fine. They get figure 8. And go to Padan Aram. Look at this. To the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, and take yourself a wife from there of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. You see, the same thing that happened to Isaac here is happening to Jacob. I'm talking about the choice of spouse. It's a big deal, church. Now, it doesn't sound like that when you are choosing. Because you are excited about it. You look at the shape, you look at the perfume, you look at the mustache, you look at everything. Oh, this guy is cool. I like him, he's tall, he's cool. The way he bounces when he walks and everything, there is a bigger, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. You haven't seen anything yet. Look at it. Now verse 8. Look at it. Look at this verse 6. Look at verse 6. See verse 6 now. See what Esau did, 6 to 9. Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Padan Aram to take himself a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he gave him a charge, saying, "You shall not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan." Why is he repeating the same thing? If you see me talking, my children must not marry wrong wife. But you know what? I know what I'm talking about. Look, if you have a son, once your son picks the wrong wife, just write off that son, it's gone. There's nothing that is beyond God, but you know the thing is that there's nothing past God. I think you know that one now. But right now, first of all, mourn. You can see, then you go and you say, "Father, life is like," you're like one of my wife's relations. My wife's relations. My wife's relation is a big shot in government. Was retired now, and then they married, got daughters of heads. The mother said, "At least the man is alive. He's just alive. He's still breathing. But as far as his son is concerned, it's gone. It cannot be son." Look at what this guy did now. Look at the response to it. He said, and verse 7, and Jacob had obeyed his father. You see, obeyed his father. It's not easy to obey a father. Look at it. His father and his mother, and had gone to Padan Aram. Also, Esau saw that the daughters of Canaan did not please his father Isaac. So Esau went to Ishmael. See? And took my. See, he's adding one instead of that. Cannot. There's something about those demons that make sure they push you to the wrong one. And you see, like I said, the daughters of Canaan were beautiful. When it comes to beauty, paragon of beauty. You see, we shared last week, and I don't have, maybe next week, I'll have my gadget ready. I want to show you some gadgets here. You are making choices based on physical appearance. And it's important. I'm not saying physical appearance is not important. You know, you come by somebody that's looking terrible and you can hardly see the person, you cannot only look at the person and eat. That's what I'm saying. They are important. It's important. And God knows your taste. Okay? He's not going to give you somebody that will each time you see the person you feel like vomiting. No. You won't do that kind of a thing to you. But let me show you something else. Look at Samuel. Put your finger here, then look at Samuel. Look at 1 Samuel 16. Somebody with long hair. He has a long hair. You know, beautiful look, figure 8, nice backside, beautiful bust. It's all of everybody likes to see. But look at the 1 Samuel now. 1 Samuel chapter 16. 1 Samuel 16. Verse 6 to 7. Let me show you something here quickly. See, God created people with different shapes, and they are all good things. I mean, you should enjoy them if you really have them. But let me show you something now. Why you should not make all your decision on that one. You got verse 6 to 7. 1 Samuel 16, 6 to 7. Are you there? Look at it now. See it here. He said, 1 Samuel 16. Am I lovely? Yes? Yeah, okay. He said, so it was when they came that he looked at Eliab. Eliab was a tall, fine-looking guy, and said, surely the Lord anointed before him. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at his physical stature, because I will refuse him. Look at it now. This is what I'm going to say. For the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Okay, you have my gadgets here. Please, I'm waiting for it. I don't know you already have it. Now look at it. Now hear me tonight. This is Botox. Okay? You got that now? And this is another Botox. See, this size is bigger than this. Okay? Now, what happens is this. Now, this is the vagina. Okay? This is the Botox. This is the Botox. There are two Botox, two human beings now. Okay? And then there's no enough time to demonstrate because this big one, another big one like this. Small one, another small one. Okay? But take it, this one, somebody else Botox, somebody else Botox. This one is fair complexion, this one is dark complexion. Okay? It's fair, he has a big Botox. Good. They look appealing to the eyes. Okay? And God created them differently like that. God has varieties. There's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to, if this one comes your way, you enjoy this one. Okay? If this one comes your way, learn how to enjoy this one. Did you go and say now? So the problem is this. Listen now. The problem is this. Beyond this one and this one is the same. Okay? The vagina of every person, the Queen of England, and the person who is crazy woman on the street, is the same thing. So forgive me, King of England. But you see, the thing is the same thing. By the time you bypass all this one, you're going to end up the same thing. The same thing. But for the sake of eyes, okay? For the sake of eyes, this one seems to arouse. You get what I'm saying now? For this, the advantage this one seems to have is only for sexual arousal. This one may not have character. You get what I'm saying now? Then you choose this one and then leave this one because this one does not as big as this. You see what the problem is right now? See, decisions are taken, about lifetime decisions are taken based on the size of the breast and the buttocks. And the thing is this, like I said, God created us differently with those varieties. If you are the type to have flair for this and you end up with this person, ask God for wisdom and the ability to make. See, Bible says, after to show you, I say, let our breast satisfy you. Let the breast of your wife satisfy you. Why do you have to be longing for somebody else's breast? You know what I'm saying now? Because it's not yours. Did you see what I'm saying now? It's not yours. You see, and the thing is that because of, we men, there's where we are wired. Sight is a major problem for us. It's very major for us. And that's why there are so more people, they open this one, and so, you see, the wall, but the thing is, it's a major challenge. But you see, as long as you're looking at that, but it's not yours. Remove your eyes off the person. It's not yours. You see what I'm saying now? Because see, the thing is that this is yours. Ask God to make this one satisfactory to you. Huh? Because, like I said before, the advantage of big bust and big buttocks is arousal, sexual arousal. Okay, because we are moved by sight. Okay, somebody open this one. You see, you're looking, you're trying to check. Then you move it, you follow it. But you see, it's not yours. And like I said, when you bypass all this one, it's the same thing. And this one that is your home at home, you are sure there are no jams there. The one outside of Muslim market that is doing like this. You don't know how many issues that are there. You know what I'm saying now? You see the thing, you see them in Muslim market, inside Muslim market, they're all over the place, Muslim market. It's like a depot. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the depot there in Wuse Market. But you see, at the end of the day, both buttocks have the same thing. You are looking at the buttocks. And you are taking decisions based on the buttocks. You see, can you imagine taking lifetime decisions based on the size of the buttock? What if something happens and the thing shrink? See what I'm saying now? And the unfortunate is that, see, many people, when after they have taken the decisions, you find out that the relationship has now been consummated, you have become one, then the thing is no longer an issue. Because now you have enough problem that the thing is despicable to you. Because it's getting too much problem for you. But you should have known better that the decision you take was based on this one, not on character. Are you following what I'm saying to church? It's very easy, it's very simple. And hear me. Another flip side of this is this. There are singles who are believing, who are, remember, I don't say they're believing God now. They think they're believing God for a mate. But they are not trusting God to provide a mate for them. They are trusting this. You didn't go and say now. There are people who trust in this one to provide it for them, provide the mate for the husband for them. So everywhere they go, they open this one. So you see now in your heart, listen now, in your heart, what you are not really trusting God, you are trusting this. Because you know that this thing has electrifying effect on men. Okay? Everybody knows that if a woman this one is bulging here, and it's open, and this one is open, and everything, you know that men will look at it. The fact that looking at it, that does not mean they want to marry you. That means they want to have sex with you. So what you are doing, you are arousing sexual desire in them, but not marriage. They don't want to make a commitment to you for marriage. But because they are, many men are just like animals. Once they see naked something or something that is open somewhere else, there are things that already inside. So what they want is they start moving like magnet near you. Then you see, oh, he must really love me. They love you. It's because you are naked. You see what I'm saying right now? The pull, pull for sex. The magnetic pull for sex is what is pushing the man near you. It's not marriage. And the unfortunate is that you as a single person who wants to get married, listen now, as a single person who wants to get married, you don't want the person to take advantage of you sexually. You want marriage. So you are giving a wrong signal because the man is thinking, you want to share this with me. So it's moving closer. You are saying, no, it's me, what I want is marriage. I don't want marriage, I want sex. Me, I want marriage. I want sex. Me, I want marriage. But why are you opening this on me? Do you see the point now? So you give a wrong signal when you leave your this thing open. Because most people will be like, what you are willing to reveal, you are willing to share. Do you understand that? Did you see that now? I should repeat it. I said most men believe that what a woman is willing to reveal, she's willing to share. So they want to take their own piece of the national cake. Did you see that? Did you see that now? But they don't want commitment. Meanwhile, you need commitment. See, we don't preach dressing here. Anybody wants to dress in here? That's a problem. But this is a teaching is very important. We need to teach you the truth. Is that clear? Okay, when you just teach you the truth, if you open your breast, I'll remove my eyes and pass, go to where I'm going and everything. Okay? There will be no problem about that one. But see, what I'm trying to say is that you need for your husband, and you're using breast to trap the man. I think you understand now. You want to use breast to trap the man. And when you'll be trapping wrong people. And what the enemy is doing is to break your heart. They break your heart. They break your heart because now at the end of the day, you already thinking that this thing has made them to love you. Then you go and wear more again. You wear the spaghetti. Do this other one there. Do that. Wear this other one. And then so how long? If God doesn't do it, it can't be done. And if you don't allow God to do it by covering the breast, let the breast be properly covered. If it's either God is doing it for you or you are doing it for yourself, if you cover it, that means I'm trusting God, I'm not trusting this thing. Yes, I'm endowed with breast, I'm endowed with this one, but I refuse to flout it around. See, now you are having kingdom in mind. See, because now you are not using your liberty to trip other people. There's many people enjoy it now. Just display that this, everybody, they eat each other. Sorry. You are causing commotion everywhere. Are you following what I'm sharing tonight? Now look at it. So when you take these decisions, let me show you Proverbs. Somewhere in Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs. I just want to be led tonight so that I want to be led tonight so that we can Proverbs. The thing is that whatever you trust in as a man or woman, we end up still failing you. Look at chapter 5. Proverbs 5:19, sorry. See it. He said, as a loving deer and a graceful doe, let our breast satisfy you at all times. Huh? And always be enraptured with our love. That's talking about those of you who are already married now, okay? The thing is this, the idea is that be contented. If you're having problem with your wife's breast, you want your breast to be and everything as long as you think, pray this prayer. Confess it. Okay? Confess it first concerning her. Because like I told you, I said character is not the same thing as outward appearance. Somebody may be endowed with breast and buttocks and everything and have good character. Okay? And somebody may not have anything, any of them may not have no breast, no buttocks, and no character. You got to say now? So the thing is that I'm saying it doesn't determine character. It's a natural endowment. Did you get what I'm sharing tonight? So that it's not as if you see everybody see breast. I'm saying that. I'm saying that your decision should not be based on the things you see outside alone. I'm trying to communicate it the best way so you don't get misunderstood. It's supposed to be a sex appeal. Okay? But whichever one God chooses for you, with that person's breast will satisfy you. Okay, so the bottom line, what I'm saying, listen, there's a trend I want to share with you here. There's a trend from Genesis to what is it called? From Abraham to Isaac, Isaac to Jacob. Huh? And Jacob was going to choose a wife. Listen now, he wanted to marry Rachel. Rachel was his choice of wife. Their father, that's Laban now. That is a 419. The man is a 419 man. The 419 man gave him Leah instead of Rachel. And he worked for another 7 years to get Rachel. Okay? In other words, he knew what he was looking for and he waited for it. And you know what? Because it's life, the history of the Jews and our own history is dependent on who those who married. I don't know if you got it. Maybe I just said very powerful. I'm not sure if you got it. The history of the Jews and our history is dependent on who they married. When Abraham's wife was taken over by Abimelech, King Abimelech wanted to sleep with Sarah. God restrained him. He couldn't do it. I don't know what I know the story. He wanted to sleep with Sarah. Abraham messed up. He lied, and Sarah, because he was afraid, he told lied and said, Sarah is his sister. You can take her out of fear. Huh? You got to say that the wife to the king of the land. And the king was so happy, gave him gifts. Now what are you going to sleep with her? I believe 8 years, you put salt inside. No, don't touch that woman. Don't do it. Because everything God promised was now based on the life of Sarah. You see, when you marry a wife, it's not ordinary. It's not just an ordinary person just come to your house, another person just come to your house, everything. Your life, everything depends on your spouse. It's not something you can just treat like like unbelievers. Just marry and treat, like one of my former colleagues in the office. Marry has about 4 wives. Yeah, women are just like properties. You dust. You say when they finish eating, you put his leg like this. They will clean his leg. We clean his leg. It's why we clean his leg. I say, huh? You're like a king in the house. See what I'm saying? You see? But it's not so for us as believers. We are looking for a team builder. Somebody who will build a team with you. Okay? One other reason you look at, I don't know what I look at, it was to escape marriage. People are looking to get married so that they can escape a bad family. They want to leave a bad family. Their family is very bad and they're tormenting them. They want to escape. They want to marry for escape, as a way of escape. If you marry to escape, you are going to make the problem. The problem is still waiting for you in that man's house. You are going there with the problem. Okay? Because that background you had and the issue you have in that family, you are going to carry it. People, you see, what happens is that people import family problems in their marriages. Your marriage, the marriage you are entering into, the family life you live, your parents and everything, how you live, is going to impact on your marriage if you don't get counsel before you get married. Because you have been formed based on the things you understood in your home. How your mother behaves, how your father behaves, they are the things, how you are treated, whether you are brought up in a single home, whether you have a stepmother or a stepfather, or you are maltreated when you are young. All those things will inform on the sense of security when you get married. So you have to make sure that at the initial stage you get it right at the initial stage, okay? And I shared with you, I said last Tuesday, I said we don't have permanent shape. There is no permanent shape. Only God can help you do your shape, a permanent shape. There is no permanent shape. Before you give birth to children, there's a way you look. After you give birth to children, there's a way you look. Some people retain their shape. Okay? You must be sure that this when you are married, even if the shape changes tomorrow, from figure 8 to Amoeba, you still accept the person. Okay? There's no permanent shape. Okay? Now look at the second to last part now is people marry because of pressure. Pressure. Now this pressure can come from relations. I look at the last Tuesday we look at pressure from parents, from grandparents, from parents they want to guide their grandchildren. It can come from classmates. Some of your classmates that are married, they put pressure on you to get married. They are putting pressure on you. When are you going to get married? Me, I already have my own 2 kids and everything. I'm married. I have this thing there. My husband, so. Many of those your classmates that are putting pressure on you, they are not happy. Some of them, even if they dash you their husband, you don't want because of what they are going through. But people don't tell all the truth to people. Okay, people are not sincere. We are living in a society where people lie a lot, so they are not sincere with one another. They are not sincere. They are going through hell in their relationships. And they put pressure on you. Because, listen now, the reason why they put pressure on you is that it makes them feel better that you are still single. It makes them, in a sense of ego there, that they are better than you. They are not better than you. The fact that somebody is married doesn't make him better than somebody who is single. You need to get that one first in your system. The fact that somebody is married doesn't make them. There are people who are married who are just nothing but slaves. They are slaves. And you allow them to put pressure on you to go hook somebody, a wrong person. Some people, their pressure is financial pressure. They are so much in financial problem that they need help. Some people are looking for a husband who will carry their financial problem. Before you marry, the man always has your problem bracket. Okay? And so it's better for you to believe God for your own finances right now before you even get married. Instead of waiting for somebody to carry your financial burden. And then there are men who look for marriage, who wants to get married Some of them because of sympathy. Sympathy and pity. They are pitying the woman. They have collected that money. They marry for sympathy so that they can, because they pity somebody. I don't want to marry you, I pity you. Like we used to have one of our members at that, one of our old students. He married the woman out of sympathy. And he kept blaming her. I'm not supposed to marry you. It's because I just pity you. So the torment was too much for the woman. I'm not supposed to marry you. It's because out of pity. I just marry you out of pity. Out of pity, out of pity. You're not supposed to be like that. Okay? You don't manage marriage. You don't manage. Let me just marry you out of pity. Or if you just sympathize with them. They are not willing, they're not well. You say, let me marry you so I can take care of you. It's wrong. There are also people who also marry marry people to take care of their parents. They marry people to take care of their parents. Okay? To care for their parents. There are men who marry wives so that the woman can take better care of their parents. Your wife is not the one that will nurse your parents. Okay? Now, whatever God can use or what to cooperate with you to do to help them. Okay? Nothing wrong with that one. You are not supposed to, in fact, when I was counseling somebody, the person dumped the wife, the parents to be taking care of the parents. And I said that is the height of foolishness. Your parents have lived their life, they have gotten married and lived their life. You are now getting your own money for their parents, for them. You can keep them in the village and send money to them. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to take your parents this thing and put on your wife's neck. You see, my mother is in the village, my wife's mother is in the village, my mother is in the village. Thank God for a godly wife. My wife, encourages me to show more love to my mother. Okay? And let me tell you one key thing. My wife knows that I don't have undue attachment to my mother. Huh? My wife knows that I do not have undue. My mother is not competing with my wife. Are you hearing what I'm saying this evening? My mother is not competing with my wife. So my wife is secured. I don't know if some of you got what I'm saying now. She's secure so she can say, look, let's do this for your mother. Let's show this for your mother. What can we do to make your mother more comfortable? Huh? Then I on my own, I now say, what can we do to make your mother comfortable? So we are competing with each other in showing love to our mothers. I'm concerned about how I can help my wife's mother. Then my wife is concerned about how she can help my mother. I'm not saying, it's my own mother, your mother, my own mother. My mother, your own mother. Did you see what I'm saying now tonight? I sat down, when I was coming with this message, I sat down to this, and I remember when I got born again. And then the Lord of God used my mouth to play in love with my mother. For a long time, I wasn't really keen about my mother as such. I wasn't really, my wife was one to remind me, your mother. What are we going to do about your mother? I was not really keen on my mother, just like some of my relations, my brothers too. They are concerned with their wives. They don't keep most of our people who really care about our mothers are usually the women. You know what I'm saying now? It's not a question. We are not really. In fact, when we built a very nice house in the village, one of my youngest brothers said, "Why do you waste that kind of money for a good woman?" You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That is the perspective of saying like this was. But you see, the thing is that we one day will be old like her, and we don't want our children to abandon us. You see what I'm saying now? We will one day be old like my mother is old. And then we don't want that. But as far as one of my brothers is concerned, he said, you have been in a blue place in the village for your mother. How? For our mother. It's his own mother too. You got to now. But it's like, what's the big deal about it? But you see, my wife encouraged me to do that. Encouraged us to do that. Okay? And then on my wife's side, I'm doing everything, whatever will make my wife's mother comfortable, I will do it. Anything. I will go extra mile. Even when my wife doesn't want to go extra mile, I will go extra mile. You see, because his marriage is working. But when you are doing your mother own, I'm doing my mother own, it's a sign of division. The house is divided. There's no unity in the house. Did you get what I'm saying now? So if you marry somebody in order to take care of your own parents, you are a selfish person. Whatever your wife wants to do for your mother or your parents, it's supposed to be voluntary by herself. Did you get what I'm saying now? Then you see, whatever, let your relationship be in such a way that we are in agreement concerning our parents. What should we send them? How much should we send them per month for feeding? Should we bring them to Abuja? For how long? Did you see what I'm saying? For how long? Where are they going to stay? What about the comfort? Their comfort. Okay, can they maybe let them 2 days? And if they say let them do 1 week, if they come for 2 days and 2 days they are stressing us, let us deport them. No, it's as simple as that. You see what I'm saying now? We deport them and then we make them money to go so that there will be peace. See, what I'm saying is that the thing you should pursue in your family is peace. You see what I'm saying? See, because unless we have that level of agreement together, that's okay. Now, this thing we know that these people are with us here, but we are not getting peace. Okay? We're not getting peace. Let's move. I have relations in this city. My younger brother is here. My younger brother is there. My younger sister is here. I have relations in this city. You don't have my relation around here. I have relations. And when we got married initially, I was foolish. I borrowed everybody, my house, my pounding yam, my wife pounding yam. It's our wife. When I became wise, I put everybody. Move. Let's the marriage work. If the marriage works, then we can be a blessing to you. We can be more blessing to you. I think you get what I'm saying now. If your marriage is working, you can be more blessing to your relations. When you carry them and saddle yourself with them, you're in trouble. So you need to learn right now that for priority. Do you know? See, we grew up in families where they carry relations. Relationship, everything, relation. My wife's senior brother, sister, relations. Sometimes even some people will drive their children from the bed, the bed. The relation will sit on the bed, or lie on the bed. The children will sleep on the ground. Okay, this is because they are bringing relations all over. Children, you have to manage. So, and some children grew up disgruntled. And that is going to affect their own marriage. See what I do now? You are perpetuating the problem now. The children grow up disgruntled because of relations. Some people their relations are oppressing their children. Their younger brother or younger sister is knocking their children off head. For what? You see, this is what I'm saying now. No, there was one lady I can say sometimes. No, used to be here before. Brought a relation to the house. I said, what does that relation do in your house? The same blood, same mother, same mother, same blood. For so what? So what? Same blood, so what? Where is the scripture to show that same blood must be? It doesn't. See the thing. See, people act foolishly. They think they are right. See, your marriage, if you are married, your marriage is sacred. If you don't love yourself, when you bring relations to come and progress, you don't love yourself. Because you suffer with the consequences. And the ladies will fly away like birds. And when you become poor, nobody will come to see you again. Once poverty enter your house, everybody says, sorry, we'll be busy. So when you have something like this, they come around like flies with somebody who has a saw. Have you seen flies? Somebody who has a saw. Yes, man, now so you see fly around. You broke, you're gone. So you better build a home so that you can help them from afar. Give them from afar. Maybe my brother has got experience here. Praise God. So look at it now. So here we are. Let me just stop here now today. There's something I want us to look at. Marriage is a business. It's like a business partnership. Marriage is not just flesh to flesh, sex to sex. You know, your body touches my body, and that's all I'm looking for. It's a business partnership. you are in business together to fulfill the kingdom agenda. You are in business together to fulfill kingdom agenda. That's the reason why you are in a relationship, you are in kingdom, you are in business together. Marriage is a business partnership to fulfill the agenda of the kingdom. It's for kingdom expansion. Kingdom expansion. That is the purpose of marriage. Kingdom expansion. So if you have that by your mind, you are thinking, how can I expand the kingdom? How can this marriage help me to expand the kingdom? It's about the kingdom. It's about the kingdom. Matthew chapter 6, verse 3. He says, seek first the kingdom. Seek first, not two. Not seek marriage first. Seek number one, the kingdom. Then marriage will be added to you. See, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and these things shall be added to you. If you need marriage to fulfill the kingdom business, you see, this thing I'm teaching is very strange in many churches now. It's strange because everything is about what we can see, what we can touch. It's about what is there for me. I mean, tell me I can get married before December. Tell me how I want to born Pekin. Tell me this thing, my younger sister don't born too. Tell me how I go do. Tell me. They are all about the things that people can see, and that's why there's more pressure on pastors to change message, to compromise message. Everything is about outward, sense, mental realm, outward, and that's where the enemy operates. He operates in sense realm. I remember myself, I went to see one of our friends, or not a friend, just an acquaintance. Somebody we normally just not close to us that much. But we got talking, he's a medical person, and he operates some medical outfits. And he said, look, the women come to him and they are begging, they want to enlarge their breasts, they want to enlarge their buttocks. They are doing everything. How can I increase my statistics? It's a concern for them. And he said, and he's speaking to them, Madam, forget about it. That's not what you need right now. The way you are is okay. You are looking good to you. And I said, no, I want to let him do surgery so I can get the bigger distance. So the thing is, and you are not endowed like that. So just stay the way you are. You see what I'm saying now? There's pressure. Because people think that those who do this one, they get a better distance from men than the other one. So it's everything about sense realm, the physical. And now what they have done is to have lost their purpose. They don't know their purpose. See, your marriage is a business partnership. You are in a business partnership to bring the kingdom here on earth. God's kingdom, to make it to come to pass on earth. And then whatever you need that will make you fulfill the kingdom is a done deal. See, your money is in the kingdom. Your financial prosperity is in the kingdom. I'm talking about God's money and the one that God gives you. If you want to get it on the devil, he will kill you. You'll get the money and die prematurely. Die of sickness, die of accident. Just die cheaply like that. Because the enemy gives you one way and collect the other one. But I'm talking about you want to be rich God's way now. It has to be in the kingdom. You see, God is concerned about his kingdom. And you are here to make his kingdom come to pass. Marriage is an assignment. An assignment. You have to fulfill the assignment that God has given to you. And hear me, when you are doing all you can to fulfill the assignment, God will order your steps to the right person. If you are still single. I just said very powerful right now. I don't know if some of you got it. If you are still single, you get it now. If you are still single and you are in God on the cutting edge in doing God's assignment, in putting God's kingdom number one, then spouse becomes God's business, not yours. And if you want to do God's business for him, you are in trouble. You can't do his business for him. Okay? You cannot do God's business for him. He's going to do his business for himself. Okay? Are you following what I'm saying? Follow what I'm saying this morning. You cannot do God's business for him. Let him do his business for himself. You can't do it. If you attempt to do his business for him, then he will leave you alone. Ruth chapter 1. Ruth. See, Ruth is a very interesting story. This testimony. It's a testimony of somebody who was not even looking for husband. They had got the husband before. Everything went. The husband went away. The husband died, and everything was lost. And now was no longer concerned about husband. And then while doing what he needs to do, husband showed up. Then it's what to call real lost stage. But when I'm coming next time, I'll do that one. Okay? When you start dealing with problems, issues are coming up and everything. You know, now you want to really anticipate. It's coming up right now. You now have that children have been born. The reality of this thing, you have born children, and then that in love experience normally lasts for sometimes 6 months, sometimes 2 years, sometimes it lasts for 2 years. After a while, it disappears. Okay? Then you now wake up and see the reality of who you are married. That's then you're not getting surprises. The second stage now you're not getting surprises here and there. Surprise there, surprise there, surprise there. Surprise now come every year gets better. So now you are going to see some of the things you learn to marital counseling is how do you anticipate those surprises? You anticipate those surprises so that when these surprises begin to show up, you're not shocked. You're not shocked. Okay? For instance, write down when you give birth to children, when you start giving birth to children and everything, and the attention is not divided from you. Your wife is not talking about you now, it's talking about my baby. And you gotta see. And you're wondering, so I don't be meant to you born now. What about me? So the thing, there's a problem. So you anticipate those things. But during the training. Then when the baby comes in, the baby doesn't take over the woman completely, and then you are now fighting for attention. Baby is fighting for attention, you two are fighting for attention. You go and say, I wonder what is this all about? You know. And then some people dislike the baby say because like that the baby is causing problem between them. So there are things that there are issues that will arise in relationship, and the finances, the way your finances will go. Okay, we're going to talk about your finances. About your finances in the marriage. When you get what are things you are going to look for, and what happens when you are facing issues in your finances, how do you cope with the financial issues in the marriage, and then how should money be spent and all that. These are critical things that you still be discussing. But to say that first stage doesn't factor in any of these ones. That's in love stage. It doesn't factor in anything like that. It's not thinking about anything about in-laws, how to deal with in-laws. When in-laws come around, they come and knock on your door. Forget about in-laws. I said, take care of them. There's no problem. I just love him. I just love him. Once it's when you now see, but how will you relate to your sister-in-law when your sister-in-law is on your case? Because many times sisters-in-laws are usually a problem on the woman's neck in the house. Because there's like competition. Mother-in-laws and sisters-in-laws. There are some mother-in-laws who are terrible, but it's usually worse with women because women to women is usually a problem. Sometimes it's even safer for you to have your brother-in-law at home than to have your sister-in-law at home. Because everybody is nitpicking. You eye me, I eye you. See, men don't know how to eye. We do our own like this. But the woman will roll the eye like this. I don't know how they do it. They roll it like this. How the eye doesn't get turned. See that? Okay? Another question? Yes, Mary.
Yeah. Marriage crisis. Yeah. At what stage do you encourage divorce? Especially when the man is fond of always beating the wife.
That's why those people need to be in this kind of meeting. See, the thing is that as a church, the church doesn't prescribe divorce. As a church, we don't prescribe it. You get what I'm saying? You don't prescribe divorce. What we do as a church is we do separation. You separate and seek counsel. When you are being abused, physically abused, that's beaten, you have to separate and seek counsel so that you don't die in the marriage. So normally as a church, for instance, what we'll do is to separate you. And then you start counseling. And then usually the woman must be ready to face the matter. Most of the time, the woman they are not women. You separate them, the woman will go around through the back. Where you use to beat like a goat. They already used to the beating. Its psyche is already affected. So, but what to do is separate them. If you separate them and then let the person who is doing the beating not see the person for a while, and make sure there is no meeting that is done between them except with the counselor for a short time, until of a long time, for a while, until they begin to see again. And then when they begin to see, they can first of all meet a public place. They can first of all meet a public place, and after a while, they start meeting privately. But they can go through it and get over it if they can get a godly counsel. Otherwise, if you try that one, it doesn't work. Then what you need to do is you have to talk to the woman, ask her what she wants. You don't prescribe divorce to people. Never you do that as a counselor. Never you ask them to go and divorce. Because your name will be on their lip for the rest of their lives. Once the marriage is entered, you can walk through a relationship if the two parties are willing. It's only when one party is not willing that's a problem. Age, it depends on the gap. Okay? If the gap is too wide, we normally recommend that if you are married, if the woman is older than you, then you need to have some kind of, it's good for the man to have some economic power. Okay? And if the age is like 5 years, you marry a woman that's 5 years older than you, a lady is 5 years older than you, it's a long gap. You as a man must be very strong and you need to have some financial power so that you can, otherwise, you marry somebody that's far older than you. Okay? And like an auntie, kind of maybe 5 years old, 5 or 6 years older, like an auntie. Okay? But if it's like a 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, there isn't much difference really. In terms of, there isn't much difference. Okay? You are within the age bracket. You can still manage it, and depending on whether the woman is submissive. Okay? But if you marry somebody that's far older than you and the person is a very controlling person, manipulative, you might need to think about it. Okay? First of all, is older than you and a very strong-willed person. That will be ordering you around. You can say, but we normally, like, when we do counsel people, we counsel people that who are older than their wives, or the wives older than them, and then we recommend that they can work it out depending on the way the woman is wired. Okay? If the man, for the man, the age difference of the man, there isn't too much problem again. Is there except what they call there's a level you get to become what they call generational gap. Generational gap. Because if the age is too, like 10 years, you are 10, 15 years older than your wife, you need to be patient. You get what I'm saying? Because of childish behaviors. Because maturity now comes in and everything. Now you are as the man, need to be extra patient with her. And it's good for you to have some economic power as a man. So that she doesn't use her youthfulness to control you. It's very important. But we don't prescribe, there is no scriptural reason why somebody should not marry because of age. You get what I'm saying? If you can work it out, and you still seek counsel, you can work it out. That money can still work. It's part of age difference. Usually, actually, sometimes can be a big advantage because you are coming in, especially if the man is patient, you are coming in with childish behaviors. The man can temper you down. You get what I'm saying now? So that's not a problem if you get proper counsel. During the counseling, you can see the areas where you need to work on. If you can work on those areas, the marriage can still work. For the language difference, it's not even an issue. Language is rubbish. It's rubbish. It does not do with that. See, it's just people, the idea is that why people talk about language thing, why language thing comes in, not so much, it's like if you say ethnic background. Because some people, they may not speak even their traditional language, and they have the behavior of those people. Do you understand now? What we are concerned with is family tree, not the language spoken. There are many people who are like my children, for instance, can't speak my dialect. I don't know, maybe my first son and my daughter can manage to speak some, but the rest, no idea. So if you say, they're interested. So if you ask them which language your language is, they speak English. So the thing is not an issue. Okay? My son sees a woman, a white lady in America, and wants to marry a white lady, and is led by the Holy Spirit. There's nothing, I won't stop them. It's not an issue. The thing is, what we need to consider is ethnic background. See, this is why this is an ethnic background. There are some things that are common in some ethnic backgrounds. Some tribal people. they have tendency to behave in a particular way. So when you are doing counseling, you can see some of those traits in their as you are counseling them. These people who are very controlling. So if you marry them, you end up being controlled by them. This is what I'm saying now. So I can tell my son, don't marry this person. Okay? There's some people that I've seen my son with, and I say, no, this one, you can't marry this one. Because I'm saying, The reason is because, when I look at this thing there, I size the person because of the experience I already got. I know that, yes, they may look cool, physically cool, but I have an elderly eye to see beyond the. You see what I'm saying now? So I can say this cool can last for a while. It will be good for sex, but not beyond it. So I'm not saying no. You can't. This is not good enough. Go look for. That's how I was joking. I said you should marry somebody like Faith. You should look for a wife like Faith to marry. So the thing is this, and I won't say that if I know, I will look for another wife for Dan and give her your. So that do not confess somebody's wife. I said that before they marry. Now talk about. So you see, you look for people that you know that they can build. Two of you can build life together. They are not going to be a pain on your neck. You can build life together. You see what I'm saying now? But you see, if you are not enter marriage, some of this thing will not make this thing to you. You see, because you are not entered it. You see, you are blind. You just want to get excited because just get excited. We're getting married. Then you enter it and discover that it's not what you thought. And marriage is not time you can just say, well, I'm sorry, we actually made a mistake. You have entered. So that's it. Is genotype a good reason to marry or not to marry someone? When parents object to their son marrying from another tribe. Yeah, I already said about this tribe thing now. Ethnic groups. It's not everybody from a particular tribe that is bad. You get what I'm saying now? It is the family upbringing of that person and the tendencies that you see in that person. Like I make you say, this one is not a good person. Okay? You see, if you have a bias about Igbo now, look at Larry. If you have bias about Igbo, for instance, if you have a bias about Igbos, look at Larry now. Larry is an Igbo man. From Igbo State, for that matter. Just so that, but you see, his behavior is completely, we call him expatriate Igbo. Okay? Then you also have Igbos like a Peace. Peace is an Igbo. Peace is Iguzo. Okay? She's an Igbo lady. But you see her now, she's very calm. You know that she's a peaceful. Her name is Peace. She's also peaceful. You see what I'm saying now? So the thing is this. But you see, if you generalize and say all these people like this one, you make a mistake. But if you are smart and you ask God to help you, you will see that this one has issues. What you are looking for is don't marry a controlling woman. That's the thing about it. Any woman that's a controller is the wrong one. Because it's going to finish you. Is that what I'm saying? So, when parents object to their son marrying, okay, now let this one say genotype. Genotype, you can, see, genotype doesn't overrule the will of God. The number one principle of your marriage is the will of God. If it's God that's leading you, then genotype is not a problem. Okay? It's not a problem if you are led by the Holy Ghost. It's not a problem. There are people who marry abroad and they don't give birth. They get married and say no child. We're going to marry, we are not going to have children. Because taking care of children, they measure it. You have to, they getting pregnant, giving birth, nursing, they look at the stress. And they say, agree, no child. They live together, enjoy their life together, fulfill ministry together, and then finish. Go to the other side. But if it's Nigeria, I say, hey, you never born. What did I do? Where are fair? So it's not supposed to be, there's no do or die affair, but it's about number one, the kingdom. It's the kingdom, number one. You know that question? Yes? Kingdom, yes. No, wait a minute. What is the woman doing in the house? That's the first question. Your mother is not supposed to be coming to your house to stay in your house. It's supposed to visit you and go away. Do you understand now? It's going to visit you and go away. There are many women are insecure. Depend on and you see, a lot depends on the kind of mother that you have as a man. There are good mother-in-laws. There are controlling mother-in-laws. Okay? Who wants to control their family and family, with the wife and everybody. What I give my son to eat. See, a mother-in-law is her son. So you see, looking at the boy as her son. I mean, why? The thing has changed. You are now the husband's wife. You are the owner of this man now. Okay? So if you are not careful, this is the thing. The first question I ask is this. Like, I give an example. Look at Larry's mother. Larry's mother is very nice. That woman is a very exceptionally nice woman. I think you know how we honor her, we give her gifts and everything. She's a very unusual mother-in-law. That kind of mother-in-law can come to the house. Can stay as long as she wants to stay. Because she's not stressing anybody. You got what I'm saying now? She's actually when she was there, she was actually working like a house girl for the children. That's Larry's mother. Not Larry's mother now. Larry's mother was working as a house girl to take care of the children. And yet the wife was bossing her around. That's very unusual mother-in-law. But if you have that kind of mother-in-law, that one can stay forever. In fact, when she wants to stay, she says, stay now, don't go. Why but not has to stay? Do you got what I'm saying now? But if you have the controlling one, he must not stay long. 2 days, 3 days. Mama, you need to go. See what I'm saying now? You need to go. See, the thing is this. Otherwise, there will be chaos in the house. Well, the woman is feeling insecure. You might the woman is feeling insecure. Somebody's coming to compete in the house with her. Controlling mother-in-laws come to compete. You don't keep, if you're a smart man, you don't keep mother in your house for that. Especially if your wife is not happy. Let her go. That's the best thing to do. Now for the woman, the thing is this. So women are insecure. They are insecure, they are not secure generally. You have to assure them that your love towards them is not the same with your love towards your mother. They are the ones you need right now. The agreement you need is with your wife, not with your mother. You don't need the agreement with your mother to do anything. You only need an agreement with your wife. Okay? So when somebody says, it's not like about hating mother-in-law. People only make themselves despicable because of the way they behave. Nobody, child of God cannot hate somebody. Okay? You may not flow with that person. That doesn't mean you hate the person. But like I said before, once they are sparking, your mother-in-law is sparking with your wife, they have no business keeping. What is the woman doing there? Because you may end up dying there, or maybe if you don't die, you become sick. Or if you are not sick, you become broke. That is on the.
One day you are going to be a mother-in-law.
That's it.
If you are a daughter-in-law today, and if you are a mother-in-law,
that's
you have
right.
daughters, and you want it to be well with them.
Amen.
So that's what I tell myself.
Amen. Praise God.
One day, regardless of whatever this person does.
You gotta give microphone. Give me microphone. It's important to hear. Give me. I know. Let's say it. It will help you to bless. You have to bless them. In fact, we are supposed to do some part together, two of us. Okay, in this teaching. It's just interactive kind of something. Yes.
I think some of these things boil down on selfishness.
Yes.
People are just self-centered.
That's the biggest problem in marriage, selfishness.
Yes. They're just thinking of their own interest. Mother-in-law. The thing is, if a mother-in-law is thinking that I have daughters, and I want it to be well with them too, I want people to treat them right, wherever God sends them.
Yes.
I think the world will be a different place.
That's right.
And if daughters-in-laws too are thinking that one day I have children, I'm going to be a mother-in-law one day, and I want to be treated well. I don't want to be trampled on and all of that. I think our behavior, our attitude to things will be different.
Amen.
Because I keep telling myself, I say one day, no matter what she does, God help me to do my own part. Because I want it to be well with my children. I want them to have God to choose the right spouses for them. And I also don't want to have heartache as a mother-in-law in future.
That's right.
So I keep telling God, help me. When it is convenient and when it is not convenient.
Wow.
I think if we bear those things in our mind, I think we will behave differently.
Wow.
Instead of just taking this static position and saying, I'm
accusing other people.
Yes, accusing other people.
Instead of and leaving yourself free, you and your family are cool.
Yes.
The other person has problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Selfishness.
And then one day that you have sisters or brothers or something and you want it to be well with them, they're going to marry out somewhere. and you want people to treat them well. What shocks me is when they say mother-in-law, you are a mother, you have daughters, and you want it to be well with them. You are treating somebody else's daughter harshly. You know, that is a setup.
They are sowing seed for the future.
I think we can see. So the things that most people don't tell themselves the truth. And then they are just self-centered. Amen.
Amen. Praise God. Praise God. Good. Good. So that's the bottom line there, selfishness. To overcome selfishness, we are good. And that's the most difficult thing to overcome. Because the mother-in-law is selfish without son. The other one is selfish with herself. So the selfishness is a major problem in the house. You get what I say? For what I always say is that you, as a man, most of the time I hold man responsible. As a man, I'm responsible for your home. My mother cannot come and operate my wife. I told the story about my mother came and I arranged my mother to move. Because she didn't know how I did it, but I technically. So the thing is that you need to be able to have, as a man, you are the one in control. Your wife doesn't have much say in the family because she's a wife. Anything she says, you take it against her. Okay? But if you have mother-in-law like Larry mother now, you have no problem. You get what I'm saying? She can stay forever in your house. If you have a mother-in-law that is cool, that is not controlling, you too will know that even your wife wants her to stay long. That's what I'm saying now. You want her to stay long. She's not criticizing anybody. She's not doing anybody. There's no big deal about it, except some wicked Jezebel wives. Okay, what I'm saying. But otherwise, she's not doing anybody. Maybe she come for treatment and she's taking. Give her whatever you can do for her to help her. But when somebody becomes a controller and is now not bullying everybody in the house, what is he doing here? There's no quarreling, but I will move you, with ease. That's it. That's it. I will run you out of the house. So that's just it. You need wisdom to run your home. Yes. You gotta say now, you need wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, your home will be broken. If you may be still married, but you are already 12, you are already apart. And when your mother, that's the mother may end up dying someday. And when he finish, after the woman has finished dying, he has already created problem with you for the rest of your life. She has carried a while and died. See what I'm saying now? Any other question? Rachel, are you asking a question? Yes? You have answered. Which one? Leave me out of the question. What was the first one? What was the first one? What was the first question you asked? Huh? What was the first one? Hello. What was the first one?
I said, what if the brothers are disturbing you? I mean, they are beginning to find fault from the woman. And begin to discourage you.
It's the same thing we're talking about now. Mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. You can say your brother-in-law and sister-in-law supposed to whatever you can do to take care of them, settle them, let them settle. So you can let my younger brother stay with me now. You're going to say my younger brother stay with me. But I settle them. We settle them. They went out. They're on their own now. You whatever you can do to help them, you have to settle them. Let everybody be on their own. You cannot stay in your house. My sister-in-law stay in my house. My sister-in-law stay. What are they doing in my house? They have to be defined how long. Before you can carry anybody to stay in your house, and maybe my sisters come and stay in my house. First of all, if you're in my house, you're going to come to my church. Yes, if you stay in my house, you're going to enter my church. If you're going to be living inside my house, you're going to come to my own church. That's the thing now. If you are going to stay in my house, you're going to enter my church. You're going to hear what I'm hearing. If you cannot do it, 3 months move. What I'm saying is that if you are staying in my house as my in-law, you don't enter this church. What is the purpose? First of all, what I'm hearing, you don't know what you're hearing. There's no problem. I'm not arguing with you. But there's going to be a clash because you're not hearing the same thing. What we can do is this. Okay, when are you moving? My younger brother came here now. He's a family man. You go and say now. He's a family man with children. He works with this organization. This is a big organization. But the tenant, he wants to sleep in my house entire year. My wife's my brother, younger elder sister's son. That was a doctor. Came here. Time for service. You are here. I'm eating what I'm eating. Once you're in my house, you're eating what I'm eating. You want to be eating something separate, no more, forget it. There's no problem, but you can't even stay. So the thing is this, you are going to stay here, there are conditions and terms. You come to church with me. Either you don't like it or you don't like it, and that's not my business. When you go to your home, if you want to go and climb mountain and do church there. See, as long as you don't have control over people who are staying under your roof, you are actually a fool. Yes. You're a fool. That's what you are. People wonder you don't have control over them. You can't tell them what to do. They come and then come back home and come back. No. That's a disorganized family. You're not organized. You imagine somebody staying in pastor's house in my house now, and then he leaves my house, go to another church there, and then go to another church there. Then you come and meet her at home. In the same as if you are renting a house together. You see, there are some things that you know it shouldn't even be hard. Because I said, now take it, stand in your family. This is where I'll do my tea and everything. And I was calling that lady, one of the ladies that I counseled here before. It was no longer here now. I said, look, your in-law is in your house, doesn't attend your church. How is it going to, you see, relationship between you and the children, you can never know what artist means because you are not taking the same spiritual food. I said, give him 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, 1 month. At least you look for a place. Because and the person they want to come here. You see, whatever is making someone not be able to come to this kind of church, you know something is wrong. It's not ordinary. Just like John Mighty said. It's not ordinary. You know you are getting blessed here. You know what you are teaching here. You know the kind of teaching you are getting here, and somebody is going to another place. No, that's no. Or maybe all you despise what you are. If you despise what you are getting here, if you despise it, but if you don't despise it, you stay in my house, you come to my church. You move out of my house, you can go to anywhere. My younger brothers are in there, they can go to anywhere to church. I don't care where they go to church. We meet and believe together as brothers and sisters. But they're not in my house. The day you sleep in my house, you enter here. Because it's about control. It's a spirit. If you don't take charge spiritually in your home, you are not in charge. Yes. You are not in charge. It's a disorganized family. And nothing can work there. It's just everybody just look there. Anyway, you can just go there and go anywhere. No. This is what I'm saying now. Yeah, but you stay together. But now you are married. And when you were staying together, you were attending a different church. Is that not so, Rachel? You are in a different church there. And since you entered this church, you have seen difference in your own life. You see what I'm saying now? It's not something that maybe just you have seen difference in your own life. You came here, you left your church here, you came here, joined your husband here. Now the normal thing after graduation is say, look, so come, let's sit down and talk. Yes, you are in that church and everything. We need you to be in this ministry with us as long as you're in a house. We want to eat the same food. When you cook food in your house, you don't cook pounded yam for yourself and cook rice for your sister. You get what I'm saying now? You can only still be done physical food. You can avoid because you get starch. But when it comes to spiritual dynamite here, you need the word. It's maybe, I'm not saying this is only where the word is, but the point I say the DNA of what we are taking now is different wherever she is. Okay? And the thing is that she's still under your tutelage. You get what I'm saying? There are some things we hear here and tell her, you say, I know about those things. I'm okay too. But it's not, see, your time here, you will be married, still coming here to come and hear this one, and somebody is single in your house and it's not here. It's to me, it's rebellion. And the thing is that not only is it going to affect her, it's to still affect her in future. Because she that kind of independent thing to do whatever she wants to do. There are boundaries. And everybody needs boundaries in this life. Even as a wife, I create boundaries for my wife. Do you know what I'm saying now? I create boundaries for people that are in my household. This is it. This is better than the boundaries. You are in my house. Even those who work for us in my compound. Once you come to work in my house, you are in my church. Because I don't want to start quenching fires. There are some things I can deal with. I don't want to talk about it. Even sometimes you're facing a problem in your home, and you can talk to your sister. Your sister gives you pam. What there's already there. This is what I'm saying now. So they say, well, I say, no, don't worry. I want permission. I don't want to come here. So. This is where we are getting help. If you want, once you get your job, move. Do you get what I'm saying now? Now the thing is this: you took decision. If you are short counsel, I will tell you no. Because if you have any problem with the church, that means we need to know what is actually happening. Maybe somebody is actually tormenting in the church. It's good to talk about it. But ideally, somebody is under your roof. You have to be in charge. Simple. It's just that you put boundaries. You once you leave my house, any church you want to go, that's your business. Did you see the point now? So if you make it for everybody that comes under your roof, the only person you can't control is your mother and your parents. They are senior to you in age. You get what I'm saying right now? But anyone who's younger than you is under your tutelage. You are paying rent for that house. You are putting your tithe in there. You are paying rent here. God is bringing money. You are paying the rent and everything. And the person is eating your food. You eat my food, you are going to eat my spiritual food too. You got to say that. You eat my physical one, you eat my spiritual one. Did you see what I'm saying? Did you see it? So that's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because, for instance, now you people are killing us in church. You are killing us in church, and then somebody stay in your house and goes to another place. And then your younger sister. Assume you are sharing the rent. Maybe you rent one room. You got to say, no, there's no problem. You have the right to. He's paying rent. But if I'm paying the rent, I'm also buying the food. Then when it comes to, you don't say you did. You see, when it comes to church, you choose say you don't want to go. No. I say no, devil, you're a liar. You stay here and talk it out with me. What I'm eating, you eat it. Otherwise, you go and stay with your mother and you just. When you get a job, you come and stay with it. That's as simple as that. So there are things that you need to put your feet down and deal with. That's just the thing. For now, you must take charge of your family. This is a family meeting. You must take charge of your family because there are troubleshooting coming that you might not even see yet. That's something I can't share with people. I can't say. There are troubleshooting you can't see yet. When you know serious things come up, you wonder how? It's because you didn't take charge. I look at somebody that came here, and somebody come here, and then before you know it, he say, no, I look and say, I don't like this one. And let me go. Then when was coming to this church, they were from, is it Dulumi? And they was coming, he say, he says, I don't like it. And then just say, wait, and enter the motor, and run out, and enter another church. So, no, tell me what was responsible. And that person has a life scattered. The enemy knows that he can get help here. This person has issue. It was Dunia who was bringing him here in his motor. He started Dunia's motor and opened the car and ran and entered another church. See, the devil is scared of a ministry where the word of God is heavy. So, and do you know that something, the best you can even do for that your sister now is even the time, this short time before she gets a job, the thing you can deposit now. Okay, look at this thing we've been taking now for the last since yesterday, this other one. As well, even if he gets the tape, it's not the same thing. As obey you and come here. So that's the thing. That's all we can take in the direction of
Eagle Christian Voice of Victory.
Victory is yours.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. We are not out of message.
For bad time. Praise God. Hallelujah. Now what we need to do is this: you can't enjoy victory unless you are saved. You cannot walk in the victory unless you are saved. So we want you to get born again.
Amen.
How do you get born again? Get born again by believing in your heart and confessing with your mouth Jesus Christ, the Son of God, that died for you. Say, dear God.
Dear God.
I believe.
I confess. Jesus
is the Son of God.
That died for me.
Lord Jesus. Come into my heart now. Right now. I belong to Jesus. My life belongs to Jesus. Right now. You should have been born again as simple as that.
Amen.
And the next thing, you are sick in your body. Go on to well.
Amen. By the stripes of the Lord Jesus, I pronounce you healed and made whole. Amen.
That's the can't see again. He has already given you the command. The devil has to leave you. He has to leave your body.
Amen.
So now act in faith by standing up and doing what you're going to do. Act in faith. Praise God. It's already done. You're already healed. Believe God. If God can fail, don't fail because God can fail.
Amen.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Now here we are. If you are not born again, if you don't have a good church to attend, ask God to show you life ministry. There are good churches in the city, and I don't care why you're watching us up. There are good churches. My prayers are those who lead to the right ministry in the name of Jesus.
This is a mission, the Great Commission, to make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them the word of the Lord. Christian Center, voice of victory. We bring you good news. We say we love you. You will never be the same again. Join Pastor and Mrs. Loto at the Eagle Christian Center for Sunday worship service by 9 a.m. Tuesdays, Bible studies and leadership training by 6 p.m. Fridays, prayer and healing service also by 6 p.m. Venue 6A14 ground floor, Rochas Plaza by Loki Christian Bookshop, which is on 3 Abuja. For further details, call 0803-965-8883 or email eaglechristiencenter@yahoo.com. Make it a date with the Lord and experience God's transformation power in your life.
You will never be the same